Hi, this is Freya from Otherworldly. I'm back after a bit of a break from videos because I've had this persistent cold hanging around, so I've been sounding worse than usual. But I thought I would give it a try today and hopefully my voice will more or less last through it. So what I've got to show you today is a bit of makeup, hair, and some landscaping items. So I think we'll start with the landscaping actually, and now it's all nice and wintry, and I decided to do a bit of remodeling on the winter section on our sim. Let's see if I can give you a bit of a better look at it by going up here. As you can see, I've got this little medievalish village. That one's from Plastik actually, and behind that you've got a nice big ice wall. Yes, indeed. Of course I have to have an ice wall from Westeros on my sim, since we do name it Westeros, and kind of take some inspiration from that. And there I go, zooming out of the picture. And then the new part here is this these ice sheets and formations that you see here. This is the pond here in the middle is a preset section that you have, and then you build up these jagged ice blocks and such around it, and that is all from Studio Skye. A lot of my landscaping is from Studio Skye. The bigger blocks here in the background that you see, the same that I've made the wall out from, those are from Plastik. It's the Lofoten mountains in the, I think it's the Arctic version that they call that one, the fully snowy and icy one. So I've used this to make this little corner of the sim, and the ground over here, actually, I'll give you a look at that. This is all mesh ground. It is using the snow landforms from Studio Skye as well, and those are the Scots pines from Studio Skye. And I think these landforms work pretty well. They're more or less, I mean, they have some soft, they've got two flattish areas. They're squares, and two of them are fairly flat, so it works okay with houses. It's always a little difficult to get houses to fit in fine on mesh ground. I had tried first to basically create the ground with whoops, here we go, wild again. Putting together the landforms from the regular landforms set, but they're not square, so actually piecing together a larger area doesn't really work. There you need some ground underneath, and since I want to have different ground textures, the rest of the sim, you know, is nice and green except for the area that's desert. So it doesn't work to have some of the sim poking through. So these square ones work nicely for laying down. You do get a bit of a blocky area, since you have to be a bit tricksy if you want to sort of round off the corners, but I think it worked pretty well. So that's the landscaping part. Next up, what am I wearing? Well, I've got a skin on from the Plastik, and this was released for the Skin Addiction Black Friday sale. It's the makeup and tone called Liu. I don't know if it's still up in the store at the sale price. It's possible that it still could be, although it might not be once this video is up. There were anyway 4 different versions released for Black Friday, both male and female skins, and I quite like the look of both of them actually. I might have to get around working on a male shape and so on to be able to photo the male skins as well. I just, you know, need to get all those link pieces for a male body as well, so holding me off a bit since I'm saving up for the inevitable onslaught of bento heads once bento is fully released. But enough about that. I've also got some makeup on. The lipstick is actually from Alaska Metro's Fall Essentials, but we're going to take a bit of a closer look at the eyeshadow, and I'm going to show you some different versions too, I think. This one is also from the Plastik. It's the Fox November and Fox Twovember collections, and there's quite a lot of these. They come as suppliers as well. The HUD has I basically cover you as far as Omega and Lilotka and something more, which I will have to put in the credits because I don't remember it off the top of my head. But let's see, let's go down here first and ditch the one I am wearing, otherwise I'm going to get 2 layers, and show you a couple of other ones as well. So that was the Wardy, and here it is the Ghost Liner Grey. Also quite nice, I think. Very subtle streaking going out from the eye there. And let's see what else. We could try a couple from the other collection. This one sounds interesting, Wraith Mage. And they're all very fantastical names, so sometimes it's hard to tell exactly what you're gonna get. You'll have to get surprised. Ooh, that's dramatic. That's really cool. And there you get a bit of color on the lip as well. Very nice. Origami Princess. That sounds very interesting too. Let's give that one a look as well. Ah, nice, dramatic in red. Goes very well with what I'm wearing. I think that one will be staying on. So there you have a few examples. You can see images of all the makeups on the website. And there's quite a nice dramatic collection. I think obviously a bit more fantastical rather perhaps than high fashiony, but definitely for these sort of looks they're fantastic, I think. The gown that I'm wearing is from the Muses. It's called Avril, and you can see it has a bit of a spider web theme, so obviously this might be more of a Halloween gown, but I love the dramatic reds here, and thought it stood out beautifully against the snow and ice, so liked my pick for it. It's available in several fit mesh sizes. I'm gonna give a look at, actually I'm wearing the Slink Physique, and I think you've got sizes for a couple of other bodies. Again, I'll have to look that up and put it in the post. Fits very nicely, and I really like the overlay on the sleeves there with the spider webbing. Finally, we have the hair, and this is another animated hair from, or customizable hair from Little Bones called Lana. And let me see, I got the redhead pack again. So you've got your options here for controlling both, like pulling both forward like that, nice and sexy and full, or maybe you want to push both back, show off your neck and your ears, or at least one of them, good for if you have an earring, or you bring it up on the opposite shoulder like that. Of course, you could also just go in and control separately like this. You can push that one back, push it forward again. And what I like actually when you have this one pushed forward, I'll show you. I'll minimize this to show it a little bit better. You've got this one bit of hair kind of folding over the shoulder very sexily like that. So I like these styles. They're versatile. I wish the hairs were tintable to have a little more variety, but it's pretty good. So I think that's about it for this video, and I'll have more details, of course, in the post. And until next time, hopefully I'll be able to do one more more quickly this time, and if the nasty colds stay away.